The thing about this is everything that we've done to date turns up on this. I mean, you know, okay. So I'm just going to flip back and forth between screens.
Okay.
Okay. Which one of the following best defines the notion of the p-value of a hypothesis test? I think it's the last one. The probability of obtaining a test statistic. What do you think?
Which number are you on?
I'm on number 1 on the quiz.
For the lesson 9 or?
Yep, lesson 9. Oh, I'm on the wrong crap.
I was like, I did the wrong quiz.
No, you didn't. I pulled up the wrong quiz. So that means it's a good thing you get 2 chances on this, because you know what? I'm gonna have this really weird thing on mine. Oh well. Let me try that again, okay?
Okay.
It's been a day. Really.
I totally understand. Yeah, I've had some issues myself. So.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay, now what's wrong with this quiz? Here we go. Okay.
Crazy work stuff.
Yeah, I kind of don't miss my job because with all the crazy work stuff.
Yeah.
Because my job was nuts. I mean, it's 50, 60 hours a week, and even working as hard and fast as possible, I could never be caught up or even have everything done. And they replaced me with 2 people, and I talked to one of them recently, and she's like, I don't know how you survived this job. It's like, well, I did. You better get your act together or you won't. But anyway.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Right.
Okay, which hypothesis involves equality? Does that sound more like we're supposed to?
Yeah.
The null hypothesis, right?
Yeah, that's what I put.
Okay, moving on. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so the p-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Use this information. That's the next question. Okay, when computing the p-value, which hypothesis do you assume to be true?
I put the null.
Yeah, we always start with that one. Although the statisticians in my family tell me that neither of them are actually true. It's just...
Yeah.
It's like, really? Could we just not do that? But anyway. All right. Suppose the null hypothesis is mu equals 10. Use this information to answer the next set of questions. Okay, which represents the alternative hypothesis for a 2-tailed test?
I got the third one for that.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It's not equal to 10. Okay. Which of the following represents for a left-tailed test? That would be the mu is less than 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on a second. I just love it when I click save and then, it doesn't. Okay. Which of the following represents for a right-tailed test? So that'd be H sub A is mu is greater than 10, right?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Moving right along. All right. Remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance, or alpha. Okay. What relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? So basically that means the null hypothesis is true. So let's see. Okay, the p-value. Go ahead.
I got the first one on that.
I'm thinking. Which relationship would result in... Okay, if the p-value is greater than alpha, though, let me look at my note real quick. See, I'm worried about this because seriously, I feel like I really have to nail this one because I didn't do as well on the last one, and I want to do well on my final. Mm-hmm. And I'm paranoid now. So, okay, so P is greater. Yeah, P is greater than alpha. We failed to reject it. Okay. Good job, Mary. I should have known. Okay. What relationship would result in rejecting the null? So p value is less than alpha.
Yep, that's what I got.
That's what makes sense. But then, yeah, anyway. Okay. How many questions are there anyway? Oh, boy.
21.
Like, you're kidding. That's way too many for it. Oh, well. Okay. The insurance company randomly selects N 40 claims and calculates a sample mean of 1650. All right. Assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption? Well, in our class, anything over 30 is considered.
Oh, you missed 10 and 11.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'll go back. Thanks. Really, it's been quite the day. Okay. All right.
Fine.
Let's see. Okay. An insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believe that the average claim was $1,500. They're concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. They're probably losing money, so that's why they think this. Okay, which would be the appropriate alternative hypothesis H sub A? It's greater than, right?
Yeah,
the average claim amount is greater than. Well, because that's what they're worried about.
Yep.
Okay, the insurance company. Okay, I've still missed one. So that was 11. So now.
Well, no, that was 10, so you need to do 11.
Okay. I still have to write 3 papers this week. Okay, so all right. Which of the following would be the appropriate null hypothesis? The average claim is equal to 1,500. Because that's the status quo, they think, right? Okay. So the insurance company says the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good? Yeah, because the sample size is large, right? Because in our class, they said anything n over 30 is considered large. N equals 30 was large.
Alexa, reorder cereal.
So the theorem that justifies that's going to be the central limit theorem, probably. I don't know what law of total probability even is.
Yeah, I put.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I put central limit as well.
Okay. Which of the following is the test statistic as defined in this lesson? All right, lovely. So Z is the test statistic, right? Because you're calculating the Z-score. I'm looking at my notes really quick, but I think, isn't that what the... Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is Z-score. Because I went back to my notes. It's the Z-score, Z equals X minus the mean over sigma divided by the square root of N. Did you get something different?
No, I had Z.
Okay, moving right along. The historical mean of sales receipts at a grocery store is 150 with a standard deviation of 40. Okay.
So yeah, this one and the next one, I was a little.
Okay.
Worked it out right, but.
Okay, well, let's just work it out. So we've got. I have to turn my paper over. All right. So what we have here, we've got mean is equal to 150. In this case, X is going to be less than 150. Or X is going to be 144, she says. Okay. N is equal to 36, and sigma is equal to 0.05, right? So then we're going to have 144 minus 150 over 0.05 times 6, because that's the square root of n, or divided by 6, rather. So now let me use my nifty cool calculator, and I'll tell you what I got, and you can tell me what you got, and then we'll see what we think. If we can figure it out, 144. It's really bugging me that I don't know what I missed on the test.
I got a good idea of what I missed. I think the ones where we where they were giving us the n, I calculated those without doing the square root. I think I should have done the square root there.
Oh, okay. I don't think that that's the ones that I missed. I don't think I missed the calculation ones. I think I missed something else entirely. So that's kind of frustrating to me, but I don't really know, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the really frustrating part, because it's like, I don't even know. Okay, what? That is so not right. Hang on a second. Divided by 0.0. Okay, what? Back. I probably should buy a calculator, but I keep thinking that maybe I don't need one because I've only got one more class that's kind of like this at all. I have like research methods. Okay, so what I get then, what I got was 0.00833333. So that should be 0.008, because you don't. What did you get? Negative.
I had 0.0 or 0.9.
Okay, how did you get 0.9?
So I did the 150. I did the deviation of 40.
Okay.
150 minus 144.
Okay, it's the other way around. It's 144. It's the x minus the mu. So it's 144 minus 150.
Yeah, I still came up with 0.9.
Okay, well, let me see what I did wrong.
So I'm doing the deviation of 40 and then the square root of 36. Is that what you did?
Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, let me back up, because I had. Oh, you know what? You're right. I did something wrong here. Standard. Yep, I used out the wrong thing. Okay, you're probably just hang on a second. Okay, sorry. I know what I did wrong. That's encouraging. 40 divided by 6. Okay, let's try it again. I really need to do statistics in the morning. No, seriously, I do so much better on this kind of thing when I'm awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time is it where you're at?
It's about 7:15.
Oh, okay.
And it's not that it's that late, but I just get up pretty early. And so since I'm up pretty early, and since I deal with unhappy and screaming children a good part of my day, okay, but I'm still getting something different than that. So, yep, nope, minus 0.09, minus 0.9 rather.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be it, minus, oh. If we have to land at the 3 decimal places, there's, 3 little things. Okay. What is the p-value associated with the z-score from the previous question? Okay, so then you need the normal, the applet thing. So that's, so 0.3681. Is that what you got?
Yeah, I did the 0.1841 because I didn't know which way to shade, so I'm sure you're.
Well, okay, so the picture in the sample one, that I think is the same idea. They did they didn't do the middle. They did the 2 on the end. So If it's the
Yeah,
same,
so I'll do the 0.368 as well.
so if it's the same as the sample one, then it should be 0.368. But so now you have to make an inference. Okay, so 0.368 compared to 0.368 is greater than 0.05. So the p-value, yeah, 368 is greater than 0.05. So we would fail to reject it, right?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, what's your conclusion for the problem? We probably just have we probably have insufficient evidence, but for what? Let's see.
I chose the first one, but
Well, I'm trying to think
the
about.
wording was a little wonky, so I wasn't sure for that one.
Okay, so we have insufficient. I think that what it is that we have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150, don't we? Because that's what we're trying to test, is whether so I would say we have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150.
Yeah, I'll join you on that.
Are you sure? Because here's my rationale. The thing that we're testing is what she thinks is that the true population mean is less than 150, but we don't, because the p-value is greater, then wouldn't we be rejecting the null? We're failing to reject the null hypothesis. So since we're failing to reject the null hypothesis, that would mean there's not sufficient evidence to say that it's less than 150.
Yeah, I agree.
At least that's kind of what I got from reading this about 25 times with the screaming baby. Okay, 2 types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true? That's okay. I'll check my notes. That's what I think. I think it is, but I'm still checking my notes because I'm paranoid. That's why I take these stupid notes in the first place. Is that we okay. Yeah, so if we that's okay. Yeah, that's a mistake. It's a type 1 mistake, I think, with you. A researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of alpha equals 0.05, he will use alpha equals 0.01, which would be true. Okay, so when the probability... Okay, the probability of a type 2 error will decrease. No, the probability of a type 1 error will increase. Let's see. I have to think this out. Okay, so if we...
Yeah, I was confused on this one. I'd put that it would be more scientifically valid, but that's just because I couldn't choose between the other one.
Yeah, except for that's not it. I can tell you for sure that's not it. Let's see. I'm just going to ask my husband about something really quick. Dave? Hi. If you decrease the level of significance, then you're going to increase the chance of a type 1 error? Okay, he thinks it's the probability of a type 1 error is going to increase, and I think I read that, but hang on a second. Okay, well, he thinks that the probability of type 1 error will increase. So it's either that one or the second one. And I'm just trying to figure out what I meant when I wrote what I wrote, because what I wrote doesn't necessarily, it's not matching up really well. Oh well, we can come back to that. We can come back and debate 20 again. Let's move on. If point
yeah, 21. I wasn't sure about that. I just put 0.05 because I didn't know.
Okay. If alpha is 0.05, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error. I think you have to. Hang on. Somewhere in one of the homework problems we talked about this thing. Okay. Okay, so all right, it'd be 5 out of 100, right? But the probability would be, because it's supposed to be, yeah. So if it's like the homework sample, it says if the analysis is, as alpha is, I think it's supposed to be 5 out of 100. So how do I? Well, you know what? Here's the deal. We do it, then we go back and fix it. Okay. So I guess there's about a 5% probability, so we just put 0.05, I suppose. Because it's like,
yeah, that's all I could come up with. Which I just looked back at where it said 0.05 is 1 1/20th, and I was like, that's about all I can think of is it's 0.05.
Yeah, but it's a probability 1/20th is 0.05.
Yeah.
So we have the same strategy on it. So question 20 is kind of where we're sort of at. So question 20 again. Okay, the probability of a type. Okay. I really think that it's the probability of a type 1 error will increase. I'm pretty sure, but I'm trying to. Looking at my other notes really, really quick. I feel bad that Ashlyn didn't make it again. I hope she's okay.
So I submitted, and it's not the type 1 error.
No, it isn't, because I just found it on my notes. If we want to decrease, okay, all right, if we want to decrease the probability of making a type 2 error, we would increase the level of significance. But what's going to happen is it's going to be the probability of a type 2 error is going to increase. And
then we also missed number 16.
Okay, what was number 16? Okay, so you probably did it right the first time. Okay, wait a second. What is the p-value? All right. Okay, so looking at notes again. I don't know.
I just did it like took the wording as decrease and had shaded to the left because it's a decrease.
Okay, well maybe. Well, okay. I'm gonna do that and I'll submit that, and then wait a minute. Okay, so if that's the case, it'd just be the 1/2 part, so it'd be 0.184, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Where did my quiz go? No. Okay. Okay, great. This is just fabulous. My quiz disappeared. Hang on a sec. I just love this software. Not really. Hang on. I have to get my quiz back. At least my internet's doing better so far.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, they came in and made some adjustments, and they said, "Oh, that should have been done when it was installed." I'm like, "Well, it wasn't, so don't go there." Okay, so I'm going to go back to 16 and put 0.181, and then we'll find out. You probably did it right. I'm not a big fan of this applet because I have the worst trouble with it. Anyway, I need to understand it better. Okay, so what if we do this? Okay, I'm going to submit, and then I'll tell you what we get. Because if we get it wrong both ways, then we're in trouble. we gotta figure out what else it could be, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so let's see what happens now. Save all responses. Go to submitting the quiz. Oh wait, I have a question that's not answered. Question 20. All right. How did I not answer question 20? I could have sworn I answered question 20. All right. Oh, that's the one that all right. I just didn't save it. And yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so let's see what happens now. At least it tells you when you skip a question by accident.
Yeah, that's a good feature.
You know, one of my other classes doesn't. So if you miss it, guess what? That's just too bad for you. Okay, so the first one we got right. Well, the first two we did. Okay. Question 3 we got right. Now question 4 is right. Question 5 is right. Question 6 is right. Question 7 is right. Question 8 is right. Question 9 we got the right thing. Question 10 we got the right thing. 11 we got the right thing. 12 we got the right thing. 13 is the right thing. 14 is the right thing. Here comes the one that we probably missed. 15 is the right thing. No, 16. You did it right the first time. It's 0.181. Don't let me sway you.
Oh, no. I feel the same way about that applet, so I could have went either way with that.
Okay, 17. Okay, 17 we got right. 18 we got right. 20 was the other one that we didn't know, right?
Yeah, 20.
Okay, because no, 20 it is. The probability of a type 2 error will increase.
Nice.
Okay, so the rest of it we got. So if you go back and change those two, then you'll get 100, which will help your odds. There's supposed to be a way that we can, I think too, that there's supposed to be a way that we can review these quizzes, but I have not been able to find it. I mean,
you go up at the top where you got like content and all that. You scroll over to quizzes, and then you just go down to whatever quiz you want, and you want to. There's a little tab, and you want to select submissions, and then it'll show you the answers and everything.
My little thing is not coming up that way. That's really interesting. I believe you. I don't have a problem with that at all. I just don't have a tab that says submissions right here.
Well, did you click on where you got content, discussions, quizzes, select quizzes?
Yeah, and then got quiz list. Is that what I'm supposed to get?
Yeah, and you just select whichever quiz, and it's got a little tab beside them. It should say submissions.
Nope. I do not have that.
Well, the little arrow, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come back to you here in just a second. I'm just looking at. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, awesome. See, I learned so much from you all the time.
If you, because some of them are missing like 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. So if you scroll down all the way almost to the bottom, those are down there.
Well, now I know that. I'm gonna go back.
And it's got the Unit 1 exam, but if you click for submissions, it doesn't show you the answers.
He told me that they were, it says in the instructions that it wasn't going to.
Yeah.
And I think that might be because people, I think they reuse these.
Yeah, probably.
Bit. But I wonder if we, anyway, I just need to know which questions, what the questions I missed dealt with, right? So that I can fix it.
Yeah, I feel the same way about that.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't have to know the exact problem. I just need to know the topic that because I have a sneaking suspicion that all of mine deal with the same topic, and because it's a topic I've had problem with the whole time. So I'm hoping, anyway. Yeah. All right, well, okay, so we did not see Ashlyn again, but I will go ahead and submit our broadcast. And do you want to try Saturday or do you just want to do Monday?
What works better for you? Because either one's fine for me.
Well, because I have 3 papers still to write, and I probably only get 1 of 3 done tonight, it would probably be better for me to do it on Monday so I can actually do it on Saturday, the whole thing. Would that work for you to do it on Monday?
Yeah, Monday's fine.
Okay. All right, because we don't, I mean, you know, by the time it's 5 Mountain Time, everybody living at my house is in bed, or they're supposed to be. So
yeah.
They're not always, but they're supposed to be. So, okay, I'll submit this then. We'll plan Monday at 5 Mountain. I'll just email again that it's
5 or 6 Mountain.
5 Mountain, which is 6 for you, right?
No, 6 is 5 for me.
Oh, okay. 6 Mountain then. 6 Mountain.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, good luck on your papers. I hope you do well on those.
They are going to be somewhat less stressful than this. Because there's something that I actually know a fair amount about. So.
Yeah. I feel the same way about writing.
You know what's really sad about this? At one point, I actually took 3 or 4 semesters of calculus and did okay in those classes. But that was, 30 some odd years ago.
Yeah.
So I was just happy that BYU didn't make me redo any previous math classes. So.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Well, told my husband, it's like, if I have to redo any calculus classes, I'm going to have to redo all of the calculus prep classes because I don't remember enough about it to do it.
Yeah.
But fortunately, they decided that once was enough. So, all right. Well, thanks, Mary. And Monday at 6. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to post this right now, and then I'll email you and Ashlyn.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good night.